circle.
Circumference.
We learned the circumference, okay? And there was one thing that we talked about specifically about pi. Very good. About the circumference. Very good. Okay. So, does anybody know the equation for the area of a circle? Not equation, formula.
Yes.
Pi C equals pi D.
What? That
A equals pi diameter.
that's circumference. Does anybody know the area?
Pi R2.
Yes. The area of a circle, go on and write this down and I'll explain why, is pi r squared. Okay? Pi r squared. And if you were, I think I taught this last year, and the reason why that is let's take a circle, okay? And the radius is what? 8? 8. No.
Oh, halfway.
Half across. Very good. It's from the center point to the edge. That's a radius, and it doesn't actually have to go horizontal. I could put it here, I could put it here, it could go anywhere. Okay, but most of them you see like that. Okay? And so, what I want you to see is that because the reason why we're doing r squared is because we're trying to figure out basically if I'm trying to find the area of this entire circle. Okay? So if I have a radius that goes here, here, and here. Now, here's the problem. We're going to look at one square for just a minute. Pretend like the others don't matter. Okay? If I were to look at this square and I was going to try to find the area of that square, what would I do? Length times width. Okay, now look at the circle now. Radius times radius. Does everybody understand why we're doing radius squared? Okay, but what is wrong with this part right there?
It's curved. It doesn't fill it.
It goes over, right? It's too much, okay? And the cool thing about this, remember how we did the circumference? And it was exactly 3.14? Okay? Instead of us multiplying this radius squared times 4 places so we could fill up the circle, that's normally what we would do. So we would say 4 radius squared because there are 4 boxes that make up that entire circle. But these parts right here that are inside that 4 aren't being used. So guess what it ends up being? 3.14. Isn't that strange? That the amount is actually 3.14. Okay? Now, if you don't understand what I said, it's okay.
It's always going to
As
be
long as you know
3.14.
this formula, that's all that matters, okay? But I'm just trying to explain to you where they got this formula from, okay?
Is it always going to be 3.14?
Yes, always. Okay? So, it's not 4 radius squared because that's what you think it would be because we're trying to find 4 squares, okay? But it's not that. It's actually 3.14 because we took out those parts of the square, okay? If you don't understand what I said, it's okay. Just know this. This is the main thing you need to know. So,
We get through this whole book by the end of the
Yes.
Yep.
And we have a few free days.
Yep, I leave a few days at the end. So, we take a test and then we have a free day at the end. So, one of the free days is for the test and one is for a free day.
One's for field day.
And then we have field day and graduation. So, pretty much May is non-existent in math. Okay? All right, so listen, let's just do a few of these, okay? Now, the most important thing I want you to notice is everybody look at that example, okay? Look at A. What does it tell you to use at the bottom? It tells you to use 3.14 for pi. Look at B. What's it tell you to use? Okay, which is
I never
3.14.
understood that 22 over 7.
It is, it's the same thing. It's
Okay.
just not a decimal.
It's just in a front.
Okay, it's just in a fraction form. If you took 22 and divided by 7, guess what you would get? 3.14. Okay, and then when they say leave pi is pi, someone made a mistake with this.
Oh, I made a mistake with it on my test.
Okay, it may have been
I
you.
did.
Somebody actually multiplied it out and
Yes,
used
but I
3.14 when they told you to leave pi is pi, and I had to count it as wrong. Okay, because you were supposed to leave pi as pi. Okay, so we're going to do all 3 of those. Okay, this table, I want y'all to do the 3.14. This table, I want you to do the 22 divided by 7 one, B, and y'all do C in the back. Okay? A, B, and C. What? Y'all's is the easiest. Y'all's is the easiest.
Oh, there's a
You leave pi as pi, and you just put your number in and figure that out.
I don't understand.
and then you leave pi as pi. But we'll review them all, okay?
Well, you use the radius, right? So like, if that's 12, you divide by 2.
14.
Very good.
So x would be, okay.
It would be 14. All the way across would be 14.
Okay. And on this table, who wants to come up and write what you did? Show me how you do it. Do you mind, Claire?
What?
Do you mind coming up and
I
show
don't
me
know if
A?
I got it right.
Okay. Which one of y'all want to do it? You'll do it, Lane?
I don't know. No, I don't really know how to do it.
Grace?
The decimal. Yeah, I put the
Grace, do
decimal.
you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I need one person to come up here and do A.
Yeah.
I'll do mine.
We did it, but we got an extra
that's the answer.
0 and a decimal, and they don't have that.
Wait.
There. They have 314 centimeters square, and we did.
That is right. The book
there's
is.
31
I'm looking at it.
40.
There's a very easy way to do that problem.
150
Okay?
inches squared.
I'm so bad at drawing.
Y'all both times it by 10, and it was
But it says
10 squared.
Oh. We have the.
Okay, so put C on yours, yeah. Somebody come up here and do B, Lane.
I'll do it in a
Okay.
Be the
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, that would be.
Hi, Mom.
I need to multiply.
Oh, time
Don't
out.
we got?
You still have to answer everything else except the pi.
We're supposed to multiply it by the radius.
So can you figure this out?
Oh. The radius
Yeah.
is
Sure.
When we add the other half of the radius, well then wouldn't the
Wait, so
formula
I do
be
equal
A
and then
equals
pi and then
pi d?
36.
Very good.
Oh.
And most of the time the book puts the pi at the end. It's okay.
Can you
pi,
explain
pi,
something to us?
Yes.
Because 10 centimeters is the radius, and then, but if we added that to it, we could
You're not supposed to do diameter.
yeah, that's why the radius is 10 centimeters.
Yes.
So we
So
multiplied it by
pi
10.
r squared. R is
Squared.
10.
Oh, I forgot to square it.
Yes.
Okay, I have
Okay,
no clue.
okay, I get it.
See this square right here? So you want to put the 10 right here, so 10 squared would be 100.
I don't like that.
Okay, can you please help me?
I
know.
it's weird.
All right,
Can you please
somebody from this area
Oh,
do
okay,
it.
I'll do it now. I think I know how to do it.
I'm a mess.
Okay?
I've never
Okay, I'll
understood
try
this
it. Let's see if I can get this.
Okay, well let's do 22 over 7.
I mean, I was trying to get the normal answer and then change it into a fraction.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
I can do that one on the board for you. How about that?
Then we have
Okay, here you go. Just grab it in my hand.
I'm gonna do it up here.
Because I like whiteboards. They're my friend.
Well, there's a lot faster way to do this. A lot. There, okay.
Very
Did you
good.
like just now get a bomb?
I got the part.
No. You already squared it. No. Well, it depends on if it's centimeter or whatever. Then you put
Guess my teeth are straight.
square. Yeah, the number doesn't square. It's the centimeters that are squared. You get it? Okay. So, we're gonna do A. Everybody look up here. So A's problem was this. They said 10 centimeters, okay? And if I'm doing A equals pi r squared, my r is a 10, right? So it's actually pi 10 squared, and 10 squared is 100. Now, all this is saying now is 100 times pi, and they told us to use 3.14. If y'all remember, 3.14 times 100, look how many zeros I have. 2. So what does that mean I can do with my decimal?
move it to.
Yep, to the right. So we could have quickly discovered that it's 314.
Well
That's our answer. Okay, 314, and since we're doing centimeters square because we're doing area. Make sure you put your square on your centimeter. Okay, this one, let's do C. I'll do B in just a minute. C was, what did it look like right here? Somebody tell me. What did C look like? I think it was the diameter, wasn't it?
No, yeah, it was the diameter. was
Okay,
12.
so if they put 12 as my diameter, what is my radius? 6. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the 12 and get rid of that side. So now, how do I perform this problem? I do A equals pi 6 squared. You have to go on and answer out everything that you can because they told us to leave pi as pi. So that means you don't do anything with it. So now we've got pi 6 squared, and 6 squared goes to 36. So the answer is pi 36. The book does it 36 pi. I don't care, I'll accept either way, okay? Now, let's do B.
Figured it out.
Somebody read to me or tell me what the circle looks like.
In B,
This is B.
The radius
It's just
is 7
7
inches.
inches radius.
It says 7 right here. Inches?
So 14.
Okay. And it tells me to use what as pi?
22 over 7.
22 over 7. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. A equals pi r squared. Okay? So I'm going to put my r in as 7. And 7 squared is?
49.
49. Okay? And what did they tell me to use for pi?
22 over 7.
22 over 7. So this is going to be 22 over 7 times 49. Everybody with me so far? Okay, what should I do with this?
Put it over 1.
Put it over 1. Does anybody see something easy that we can do from the very beginning?
7
Cancel out. Okay, what can cancel out?
49.
Very good. 7 will go into 7 one time. 7 will go into 49 7 times. So is there any others? No. So now we do 22 times 7.
154.
Thank you. 154 over 1, which doesn't matter, it's still the same. Inches squared.
Makes sense.
Everybody got it?
Squared
even with the circle?
Area. Anything area. Okay? That's lesson 82.